So as we said, let us consider that we have, let's say, the discount rate before de-risking measures, it was 18%. Okay? So this is before the implementation of the de-risking strategies. And the purpose, okay, is to reduce it, let's say, to 9%. If they ask you to draw the waterfall diagram of de-risking, this means I need to know each strategy, each de-risking strategy will reduce by which amount the discount rate. Okay? So in total, what is the total reduction? All I have to do is to do the difference between 18 and 9. So the total difference is 18 minus 9 equals to 9%. Okay? And now, whenever I know the total difference and I have the weights of each instrument, I just have to multiply the difference by the weight. And for example, for de-risking strategy 1, the weight was 8/39. So I can say that if I implement de-risking instrument 1, what will be the value of the rate now?
You have to do 18 minus
yes
9 times the rate.
Very good, very good. Okay, so we just have to find what is the value here. We do 18 minus 9 times the weight of the strategy, okay, which is 8/39. Okay, and once we are done with this, we get the number. Okay, next step, now we need to find what will be the value of discount rate after implementing measure 2. So we take the value calculated here and we do minus what? 9 times the percentage of strategy 2. And since the weight of the second strategy is 20/39, so we multiply, so times.
دكتور ليش ما عملناها من first one؟
نعم؟
ليش اخذنا الفاليو نقصناها من the first
okay. انت you have a لا من هون لهون the difference is 9 times 20/39. You take now the second value.
ليش مش من اول وحده؟
لانه تقول لك ليه مش من اول وحده؟ لانه already انت you are each de-risking measure will reduce a certain amount.
نحن عم نعمل الاربع measures مع بعض.
اكيد. Yes.
No, يا هاي.
No, I'm doing all. I'm implementing strategy 1, strategy 2, 3 until reaching the final state. The order is not very important. And you can start with 2 before 1.
ممكن ما يكونوا decreasing يكون هيك alternating.
No, because these are de-risking strategies. So all of the strategies implemented will reduce the risk. So the diagram will be moving down. Your diagram will be up if you are studying risking measures, not de-risking measures. So if I give you a problem where, in general, always you study first the risking parameters to know what are the strategies that will be used for de-risking. So if you want to draw the diagram in case of risking, then it will be increasing. While when you draw the diagram of de-risking, you will always have a decrease. And you are going from before implementation of de-risking measure and after, so pre and post. Pre-de-risking and post-de-risking. So always within this direction, you will have a decrease. Okay? And once you calculate the value here, now you should do minus 9 times for the third factor, we found out that the percentage is 9/31. So times over 39, sorry. Okay? And once you get this value, if you want to verify that your calculation is right, okay, when you implement the fourth measure, what should be the final value? 9%. So to make sure that you don't have calculation error, you can do the calculation here. So this is 3. And after subtracting minus 9 times 2/39, you should reach 9%. Okay? And you just have to present the values that you calculate here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, of course, should be equal to the final value of the. Okay? Any question on this? Yes. So this is for de-risking. And as we mentioned, okay, in case I gave you in the problem risking strategies, then the method is exactly the same. And it's the way to put probability of the risking measure and impact of the risking measure plus calculation of scores, normalizing and weights, exactly same. The only difference is that when you draw your diagram, you will start by the small value, which is always the best in class, the ideal scenario, and then because of risking measures, this rate will increase. No, in general, we study risking measures, we understand them, we see how each measure can increase the risk, and we try to tackle them by implementing de-risking measures. So, or I ask you to draw the diagram of risking or the diagram of de-risking.
Risking, what's the maximum value?
Yes, it depends on the problem. Okay, in general, for example, let's say you have now the problem of electricity generation in Lebanon. Okay, we did not put now any measure yet. Okay, we say that we can compare Lebanon to a developed country for which we have a very good value, for example, of LCOE, or a very good value of discount rate. You can take any measure, the value of LCOE, the value of percentage of debit, percentage of equity, anything. Okay, if I tell you the LCOE in this country, which is the best in class, so it's an ideal scenario, is, for example, this number. While the current situation in Lebanon, I give you a much larger number. So for LCOE in Lebanon is much larger than the ideal country. So you say, what is the cause of this difference? You say, I have corruption, I have a non-efficient use of energy because of the power plants that are very old. Okay, you put all risk measures, and you want to compute how much each of these measures is computing to the leading to this high difference. So I need to know what is the amount of difference caused by each of these risking measures. Okay, now once you do the analysis, next step, you say, how can I tackle these measures? How can I reduce their effects? And my final purpose is to reach the best possible value of LCOE in Lebanon. So I say I suggest to use strategies 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I meant, for example, the maximum percentage. For example, it's the IRR of GA.
No, it depends on the project. So you can say for the same type of projects, what is in general the ideal value of rates that I can have?
Is it given?
Yeah, of course. They are given, of course. Okay. Not the IRR, because you should be much lower than the IRR. Okay. Any question on this?
Regarding chapter 8,
Yes.
the formula of ST equals to P minus.
No, don't worry about it. And you need just to understand it, but no need for numerical application. And understand the parameters.
Just
what is the
CBA.
effect of each one? Yeah.
Understanding how to do PBA.
Yes.
How to do it.
CBA, CEA, yes. The calculation.
Yes.
And LCOE and de-risking and risking, yes.
يكون شيء MCQ أو not.
Yes, you have MCQ part as usual. Okay. So take care of details in the slides.
And
Okay.
what? Two parts.
All chapters.
صح.
شو؟ ما هن 7 8
طب كان اللي وطولي علمت بالاكزام.
It's better if you have subjective.
subjective. ما في it's 20 25 points and the remaining part is on problems. Okay. Because look, you have some issues that should be tested. Yani this course also is related to energy policies. Yani we need to understand the instruments that should be implemented for de-risking, how to study them, etc. And you need to have an idea about them. I don't want you to memorize. Yani I will not tell you state, for example. Yani I will not go into details just to memorize. But if you read a statement, you should know if it's true or not. Okay. Other question? Okay, so yeah, we'll do now the presentation. I will open a new meeting for the presentation, okay?
After the presentation, let's